Every party needs that perfect queso dip, and I'm here to show you how to do it. Hi, I'm Becky from thecookierookie.com, and I love cheese recipes, especially an easy cheese dip that is sure to please. This restaurant-style white queso is both easy and quick, and is one of our most popular recipes. People cannot seem to get enough of this restaurant-style queso that is just like the queso dip that you might find at your local Mexican restaurant. Super simple, so let's get started. We're gonna start by chopping up white American cheese that you get at your deli counter. Now this is important that you get deli counter cheese, and we're just gonna chop it into cubed slices. For this recipe, instead of using milk or half and half, we're actually gonna use evaporated milk. This works really well to help the cheese dip not separate like so many recipes tend to do. Evaporated milk has less moisture, less water, so therefore it's less likely to separate. We're gonna start by bringing this evaporated milk to almost a boil in our saucepan. You don't want to bring the milk to a full boil, so it's really important to watch very closely, and as soon as it's at that very low, extremely early simmer, turn it down to low heat. We're definitely hot enough, so I'm gonna start adding the cheese. I like to add it in batches and let it fully melt before I add more. I'm gonna sprinkle in some of the white American now, about half, and then about half of the mozzarella. And then I'm just gonna stir until it's fully melted, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the cheese. This is the part of the recipe where sometimes people have trouble with separation. I really think that's due to using half and half or heavy cream or milk instead of the evaporated milk. Every time we use evaporated milk, we don't have any kind of problem. Less moisture equals less separation. So if you are having that problem, try evaporated milk. It works every time. This is the consistency that I really like in a cheese dip. It's pretty thin. It will thicken over time, but if you want it thicker, you could add a little bit of cornstarch. If you want it thinner, you could just add a little bit more evaporated milk. At this point, we're gonna add in our spices and our jalapenos. This recipe is pretty simple. I use chili powder, nutmeg, and red pepper flakes. The nutmeg always throws people off, and it is totally optional, but I think it's a fun and unique flavor combo, and it mixes great with the cheese. So I do hope you try it, even if it doesn't end up in your final recipe. We also added in some chopped jalapeno, and I think that adds just the right amount of heat without being way too spicy for every guest at the party. At this point, you can serve as is, or if you want to kick things up a notch, we like to pour into an oven-safe dish and broil for a couple minutes until that cheese bubbles and melts and gets golden brown on top. Then you're ready to serve. We use this queso dip on everything from fajitas to nachos to tacos. I also link to all of that on the site, so be sure you check it out. But this is our very favorite cheese dip, and I hope you check it out soon. Hop over to thecookierookie.com for the full details.